Hello everyone. So what we are covering today, that is set 14. That is called as CTE. This is also, it is like we have started already 4 5 sets back. These are the most common, most frequently, and most important question you have been faced in multiple interviews. Whether you go to product-based companies, whether you go to service-based companies, small companies, big companies, you have to have face such kind of questions. Okay. So I am going to explain you everything about the CTE. So it's a nothing but a common table expressions. It's nothing but a temporary named result set which exists during the execution of SQL statement. Once the execution of SQL statement done, CTE vanished. Okay. So let's jump to the SQL Server Management Studio window to get the real time hands-on experience, so that you will actually get to know how CTE works and how it vanishes the CTE. You will actually get to know. So let me go to, yeah. So I am already in the SQL Server Management Studio window. Okay. Now let me copy the problem statement. Okay. So I am going to create a normal CTE. Okay. Okay. Let's create. Yeah, this is a syntax with employee CTE as. Okay. This is a syntax, right? With CTE as. Now select star from employees. Okay. Or employees, we can take it as employee. We have two tables. First is employee, second is table employees. Now select star from. Now we have to use CTE. Okay, we are not going to use our table. Okay, so this is where CTE is going to be created, and immediately after that we are calling the CTE, or we are executing the CTE to check whether we are getting the response from the CTE or not. As you can see, CTE has been created, CTE has been executed. Now, what I have mentioned, CTE is a temporary named result set. It resides during the execution of query. After the execution of query, it vanishes. Now, what is vanishes? How it really vanishes from the DB? Now let's try to execute the CTE again. Okay. Now let's try to execute this. Got the error? Invalid object name. Once the CTE created, once it is executed, it vanishes. That is called as we generally called it as a temporary named result set. Okay. Now CTE has been used in multiple scenarios. Like if you wanted to perform any calculation on employee salaries, and based on the runtime calculation you wanted to map the data to the SQL query, such kind of a scenario, we can go ahead with the CTE. Again, like we wanted to store, or we don't want it to store data. We don't want it to store in data. We just wanted to use the data at runtime rather than keeping those data into temporary storage. In that kind of a scenario, we can also go ahead with the CTE. Okay. Let's take the next problem statement. That is employee earning above 70,000. Okay. Let's say execute this CTE first. Okay. So this is the table. We're having the name, department, city, gender, job title, hire date, and salary. So what we have to write is, we have to write CTE where employees earning above 70,000. Let's try to write with employee CTE salary as. This is a syntax. This is not going to be changed anymore. Select star from employees where salary is greater than 70,000. Greater than equals to 70,000. Now select star from the CTE. Okay. Now let's try to execute the CTE. As you can see, all the employees has been listed below who is earning salary more than 70,000. Okay. Let's say one more problem statement, that is called as a department average salary using CTE. Okay. Now in this case, we'll have to use this table. Okay. Because this table is having a relation between the employee and department. Okay. So what we have to write, what query we have to write is department average salary using CTE. Okay. Now let's add with DPT, average salary, EMP. Okay, as now inside this, write the query. Select star from CTE. Okay. Inside this, we'll have to write the logic. This is the main logic. Okay. Now select department ID. Select wait. Select D or depart. Okay, let me copy this directly. Copy with header. Okay. Select department ID. Then let's calculate the average of salary. Okay. From TBL employees. Group by department ID. Okay. What we are doing, we are calculating or we are figure out the average salary based on each department. Forget about the syntax of CTE as of now. Focus only on this query. What we are trying to write, we are trying to, find out the average salary based on each department. Okay. So select department ID and average salary from this table, group by department ID. Now let's try to run this CTE. As you can see, we have received the error. No column name was specified, column 2. Okay. As average salary. Okay. Let's try to execute the query. Okay. I have given the li's name to this average salary column. That's why we have got the error. As you can see, you might have wondered like why it is null. Let's try to execute all the queries. So you can find there is one row which doesn't have the department. It is a null. Okay. And that's why our query return that row also. Okay. So null, this is the average salary, and for all the department having the average salary. Okay. So in this way, we have to write the query. Now let's jump to our repo to just understand what are the benefits of CTE. So it improves readability. It simplifies the complex queries. It can be referenced multiple times in a query. Useful in recursive query and makes debugging easier. Okay. Then there is a one more important question, like when should we use CTE or when should we go ahead with the CTE. So CTE is used when a query becomes difficult to read, complex subquery needs to be simplified, then immediate results are required, recursive logic is needed, and the same result set is being used multiple times in a query. So rather than applying the query to get the same kind of result set multiple times, we can create a CTE which is having the same set of result set, and this CTE has been used multiple times in a query. This kind of a scenario, we should go ahead with the CTE. Then what is the purpose of CTE? Like purpose of CTE is to improve the query readability and maintainability by breaking the complex SQL statement into the smaller logical part, which we have seen recently. Then this is the important question. Is CTE stored permanently into the database? No. CTE doesn't store permanently into the database, but temp table stored into the temp DB of database. Okay. When does CTE vanish? We have recently discussed, or I have shown you the real example also. So this is what I have mentioned here. A CTE disappears immediately after the SQL statement finishes the execution, which I have shown you. So this is the example of CTE and the select query. After the above query completes, employee CTE no longer exists, as I have recently shown you. Okay. So can we use multiple CTEs in one query? Yes. Definitely we can use the multiple CTEs in the same query. As you can see, we have created a CTE of employee. Here also we have created the CTE of department. Now we are using both the CTE, employee CTE and department CTE in the below query as a join. So definitely we can use the multiple CTEs in a one query. This is the important question, and this has been asked in the interview of TCS. Can we use multiple CTEs one query? Okay. Most like 70 to 80% developer can wrongly answer. They said we can't use multiple CTEs in one query. Okay. Yes, we can use, and this is the way. Simple to understand. We have created two CTE, employee and department, and we are using both CTE as a table to perform a join. That's it. Second, can one CTE reference another CTE? Definitely yes. Right? This is what the example. First is employee CTE. Second is finding the highest salary of employee, where here we have used employee CTE. So employee CTE or department CTE, you can consider itself as a table, but it's a temporary table. Okay, it is not going to be stored. It is not going to be kept permanently anywhere in the database. Okay, so similarly, such kind of question I have added here. You can go through my repo. You will get a complete idea about CTE and subqueries. Okay, difference between CTE and temporary table. Okay, this is important. This is important one. So CTE exists for one query. Temporary table exists until the session ends and drop. No physically stored, as we have discussed recently. It's stored into the TempDB. Temporary table stored into the temporary database of system database. Second, it is lightweight and it is suitable for large data set. And CTE doesn't have indexes. Definitely, it is not stored in permanently anywhere. And temporary table is having a data set or indexes. Okay. Now there is one more important question. Can we insert with CTE? Okay, this is also the important question, has been asked in I think Synchron. So I know definitely 70% people can't answer this. Yes, we can insert with CTE. So this is what we have created. Okay, and now this is where we are inserting. We are inserting into the employee backup from this CTE. Okay. We have selected all the record from the CTE and we are inserting into the employee backup table. Similarly, can we update the CTE? Yes, we can update the CTE also. Can we delete the CTE? Yes, we can delete the CTE also. So I hope you got the complete understanding about CTE. At least by watching this video, you will get a confidence about CTE. What are the varieties of CTE? What kind of operation we can perform on CTE? And how you have to answer. So this video will give you a confidence on, if you are going to any interviews, this video will give you the confidence to answer the interview questions. I hope this video will be helpful for you. And if you like this content, please do like and subscribe. And let me know in the comment section if you wanted to make a video on specific topic. Thank you.